Hello, I'm Emma, and I want to ask you a question. When was the last time you were truly, completely alone? I don't mean lonely. I mean alone. Just you with yourself. And how did it feel? If the thought makes you a little nervous or sad, or even bored, then please stay with me. Because today we are going to talk about one of the most important skills you can ever learn. How to be happy alone. Not just okay. Not just passing the time. But truly deeply happy. By yourself. It sounds strange, doesn't it? We are told that happiness is connection. It's family, friends, partners. And of course those are beautiful things. But what happens when they are not there? What happens in the quiet spaces? Do you disappear? Or do you finally meet yourself? This isn't about becoming a hermit. It's about building a home inside your own mind, so that no matter what happens outside, you always have a place to go. A place of peace. Let's start with a simple truth. Being alone and feeling lonely are not the same thing. Loneliness is a feeling of lack. It is pain. It says, I am missing something. I am missing someone. But being alone? That is just a fact. It is a neutral state. It is a room you walk into. The room can be empty and scary, or it can be a space you fill with your own light. The first step to being happy alone is to see the difference. You are not lonely. You are simply alone for now. And in this space, anything can grow. Think of your mind as a garden. If you only ever have visitors, you never learn what plants are yours. You don't know what you like. When you are always with people, you are reacting. You are talking, listening, answering. But who are you when there is no one to answer to? This is your chance to find out. So let's begin with something very simple. And maybe a little silly. Get bored. Yes, you heard me. I want you to allow yourself to be bored. In our world, boredom is like a monster we run from. The moment there is quiet, we grab our phone. We watch another video. We scroll and scroll and scroll. We are so afraid of that empty space. But that empty space is where your own thoughts begin. That is where creativity starts. That is where you hear your own voice. Try this. For just 10 minutes today, sit. Don't pick up your phone. Don't turn on the TV. Just sit. Look out the window. Listen to the sounds. At first, it will feel strange. You might feel restless. Your mind will shout, "This is useless. Do something." But stay. After a few minutes, something changes. The noise settles. And you might have a thought. A real one. Maybe you'll remember something beautiful. Maybe you'll notice how the light hits the wall. Maybe you'll just breathe. That is you. Meeting you. This is the foundation. Becoming a friend to the quiet. Now let's talk about your relationship with yourself. Because it is a relationship. The most important one you will ever have. How do you talk to yourself in your head? If a friend made a small mistake, would you yell at them? Would you call them stupid? Probably not. But we do this to ourselves all the time. Oh, that was dumb. Why did I say that? I'm so awkward. To be happy alone, you must become a kind companion to yourself. Speak to yourself like someone you love. When you are alone, and you drop a cup, what do you say? You can say, "A clumsy idiot." Or you can say, "Oops, let's clean that up." It sounds small, but it changes everything. The atmosphere in your mind changes. From a critical, harsh place to a gentle, forgiving one. You want to be alone in a kind home, not a prison. So practice that. Catch your negative thoughts. And change them. It's like training a puppy. Gently, with patience. You are building a safe place inside. Next, we must fill our alone time with things that feed us, not just pastime. There is a big difference. Passing time is like eating fast food when you are not hungry. You do it just to do something. It leaves you empty. Feeding yourself is like cooking a good meal for your soul. It nourishes you. What does that mean? It means doing things that make you feel alive. Not because you should. Not because someone will see it on social media, but because it brings you a quiet joy. Maybe it's something creative. Drawing, even if you're bad at it. Writing a few lines in a journal. Dancing in your living room to your favorite song. Really dancing, like no one is watching. Because no one is. This is your time. Maybe it's learning. Reading about something strange that interests you, like why cats purr or how bridges are built. Curiosity is a wonderful companion. Or maybe it's something very simple. Making a perfect cup of tea and really tasting it. Going for a walk and noticing 5 new things you've never seen before. The color of a door. The shape of a cloud. The sound of your own footsteps. This is about presence. About doing one thing fully. When you are alone, you can practice this without any pressure. You are not trying to impress, or entertain, or keep a conversation going. You are just being. In the moment. And here is a secret. When you learn to enjoy these small, simple activities alone, you become more interesting. To yourself, and to others. You have a world inside you. You have things to talk about that come from your own experience, not from a screen. You carry a quiet confidence. Because you know you are okay. You are complete, just as you are. But let's be honest. There will be hard moments. Nights that feel too long. Weekends that stretch out, empty. The silence might feel heavy. What do we do then? First, we acknowledge the feeling. Don't run from it. Don't panic and call 10 people. Just sit with it. Say, okay, I feel lonely right now. This is a feeling. It will pass. Feel it in your body. Where is it? In your chest? In your stomach? Just breathe into that space. You are not your loneliness. It is a cloud passing through the sky of your mind. Watch it come. And watch it go. Then, you can choose a conscious comfort. Something that is truly good for you. Not mindless scrolling, which makes you feel worse. But maybe a warm bath. A movie you truly love. Cooking a nice meal. Rereading a favorite book. This is self-care. It's saying, I see you're hurting. Let me take care of you. You are both the caretaker and the cared for. This is a powerful act of love. Now let's go a little deeper. We've talked about the practical things. The boredom, the self-talk, the activities. But there is a philosophy behind this. A way of seeing the world and your place in it. Many years ago, there were thinkers called the Stoics. People like Marcus Aurelius. He was a Roman emperor, one of the most powerful men in the world. And yet, he wrote about finding a fortress within himself. He said that our happiness must never depend on things outside of our control. And other people, their actions, their presence. These are largely outside our control. The only thing we truly have control over is our own mind. Our own judgments and actions. This is not cold or unloving. It is the ultimate freedom. If your happiness is built into your character, into your daily habits of mind, then no one can take it from you. No change of circumstance can destroy it. Being alone then becomes not a punishment, but an opportunity to practice this freedom. Think of it like this. If you only know how to dance with a partner, you will be lost when they leave the room. But if you know how to dance by yourself, you can enjoy the music anytime. And if someone joins you, that's wonderful. But if not, you are still dancing. This is the core. Building an inner life so rich that solitude is a choice, not a sentence. So, how do we build this inner life? We cultivate interests that are just for us. A secret project. It could be anything. Learning a language, just for the fun of the sounds. Keeping a notebook of ideas. Building model ships. Gardening. Something that has no goal other than your own curiosity. This project becomes your companion. It's a conversation you have with the world, through your own hands and mind. You also build it through reflection. This is where a journal becomes powerful. Not a fancy diary, just a few lines at the end of the day. Ask yourself, What did I learn today? What was a small moment of joy? What would I do differently? This is a conversation with yourself. You are witnessing your own life. You are saying, my life is worth paying attention to. This builds self-respect. And humor. Please bring humor into your alone time. Talk to yourself in a funny voice. Make up silly songs about your chores. Laugh at your own mistakes. When you are alone, you can be as ridiculous as you want. There is no one to judge. This lightness is a key to happiness. It breaks the tension. It reminds you not to take everything, especially yourself, so seriously. Now, I want to address a big fear. The fear of missing out. That everyone else is together, having fun, and you are alone. Social media makes this so much worse. It is a highlight reel of other people's social lives. Comparing your normal, quiet day to someone else's best party is a recipe for misery. So, you must curate your input. Be careful what you let into your mind. Maybe take breaks from social media. Or, change how you see it. See it as fiction. As a show. Your real life is here in this room, with you. The texture of your blanket. The taste of your coffee. The quiet satisfaction of finishing a chapter. This is real. This is your life. Don't trade the real, quiet beauty of your present moment for a noisy, imaginary elsewhere. Let's talk about time. When you are alone, you have the gift of time. Unstructured time. This can be terrifying. We are used to time being filled, scheduled, given away to work, to others. Now it's all yours. What a gift. Think of this time as empty pages in a book. You are the author. You get to write the story. You can write a story of learning, of rest, of creation, of simple pleasure. The key is to be intentional. Don't let the time just slip away into nothingness. Gently guide it. Say, for this hour I will read. For this afternoon, I will go for a long walk. You are not killing time. You are bringing it to life. This also means establishing rhythms. Humans need rhythm. When you live alone, you create your own rituals. A morning ritual. A way you end your day. Maybe it's stretching for 5 minutes when you wake up. Maybe it's writing one thing you're grateful for before bed. These small rituals are anchors. They ground you. They make your life feel ordered and beautiful, even in its simplicity. They say, this is my life and I honor it. There will be days when none of this works. You will feel disconnected, sad, restless. That is okay. That is human. On those days, lower the bar. Happiness alone doesn't mean being ecstatic every second. It means being at peace. So on a hard day, peace might look like just getting through. It might be allowing yourself to feel sad. It might be ordering food and watching a comforting show. That's fine. Be kind. The goal is not to avoid all negative feelings. The goal is to not be afraid of them. To know that you can be your own comfort through them. This brings us to a very important point. Being happy alone does not mean you don't need people. We are social creatures. Connection is vital. But the healthiest connection comes from a place of wholeness, not lack. When you learn to be happy alone, you connect with others differently. You don't cling. You don't need them to complete you. You choose them because you enjoy them, not because you are escaping yourself. Your relationships become richer because they are about sharing your fullness, not filling your emptiness. So practice being a good friend to yourself. And then when you go out into the world, you bring that friend with you. You are never truly alone because you have you. Let's think about space. Your physical space. Your room, your apartment, your home. This is the outer reflection of your inner world. If your space is cluttered, chaotic, and dull, it's hard to feel peaceful inside. To be happy alone, make your space a sanctuary, a place you love to be. This doesn't require money. It requires attention. Clean a corner. Put a few things you love where you can see them. A rock from a walk, a postcard, a plant. Open the windows. Let light and air in. Play music you love. Cook a meal that makes your space smell wonderful. Your senses are your doorway to the present moment. Make your space a delight for your senses. When your environment feels good, it supports your inner happiness. Now let's touch on something profound. The difference between solitude and isolation. Isolation is when you are cut off, against your will. It feels like prison. Solitude is chosen. It feels like a retreat. The amazing thing is, you can turn isolation into solitude by changing your perspective, by choosing it. Even if you didn't choose to be alone today, you can choose what you do with it. You can say, okay, I am by myself. This is my solitude, my time to restore. That shift in thinking is everything. It turns a problem into a possibility. This is where you discover your own strength. People talk about being independent, but it's more than that. It's about being self-contained, like a deep lake that has its own source, its own stillness. Storms can pass over the surface, but deep down, it is calm and full. How do you find that deep lake inside? Through silence. Real silence. We touched on boredom, but this is deeper. Try sitting in silence for longer. Start with those 10 minutes. Then maybe 15. Just you and your breath. Thoughts will come. Let them come and go, like leaves on a stream. Don't follow them. Just keep returning to your breath. This practice, over time, does something incredible. It teaches you that you are not your thoughts. You are the awareness behind them. And that awareness is always peaceful, always present. That is your true home. That is the deep lake. The more you visit it in silence, the easier it is to find, even when life is noisy. And from this place of inner quiet, joy can spring up unexpectedly. It's not the loud, excited happiness of a party. It's a quiet, warm glow. It's the joy of noticing, the joy of understanding something new, the joy of moving your body, the joy of creating order out of chaos. These joys are always available. They don't require another person. They require only your attention. So your mission when alone is to pay attention. Pay attention to the world around you. And pay attention to the world within you. I want you to imagine your ideal day alone. From morning to night. What would it look like? Waking up slowly, without an alarm. A leisurely breakfast, tasting every bite. A walk in a park, noticing the trees. An afternoon lost in a book or a project. A simple, delicious dinner. An evening of soft music and maybe some writing. A gentle bedtime. Does that sound boring? Or does it sound like a deep breath for your soul? Design that day for yourself. And then give yourself permission to live it. Without guilt. Without feeling like you should be doing something else. Or seeing someone else. This is your life. This day is a gift to yourself. In doing this, you are building a love affair with your own life. You are falling in love with the simple act of being alive. This is the final and most beautiful part. When you learn to be happy alone, you are not waiting for life to begin. You are not waiting for someone to come and make you happy. You are living it. Now. Fully. You are the main character of your own story. And you are finally present for it. Happiness alone is not a consolation prize. It is the foundation. From this solid ground, everything else grows. Love, when it comes, will be a beautiful addition to an already complete picture. Friendships will be deeper because you are not desperate for them. Your work will be more focused because you know how to enjoy your own company. You become unshakable. Because your happiness is built in. It's in the way you talk to yourself in the morning. It's in the cup of coffee you make just how you like it. It's in the walk you take, the book you read, the silence you cherish. It's in the courage to face a feeling, and the kindness to comfort yourself through it. You are no longer afraid of the quiet, because in the quiet, you found your own voice. You are no longer afraid of empty time, because in that time, you learned how to play. You are no longer afraid of being with yourself because you have become someone you genuinely like. So start today. Put the phone down. Sit for just 5 minutes. Listen to your own breath. Then do one small thing, just for the joy of it. Build your inner world, one gentle brick at a time. Create a sanctuary in your mind and in your room. And remember, you are never truly alone. You have yourself. And that, if you learn to see it, is the most wonderful company of all. Okay, bye, see next video.